In an age of steam and steel, one man dared to imagine a machine that could think. Before the world knew computers, Charles Babbage carved their blueprint, not with silicon chips, but with gears, logic, and a relentless dream. This is the story of the mind that saw tomorrow, while history was still stuck in yesterday. Charles Babbage, the blueprint of bold vision. 1. The Curious Beginnings, 1791 to 1810. Born on December 26, 1791, in London, England, Charles Babbage entered a world at the cusp of industrial transformation. As the son of a banker, he was raised in relative comfort, but privilege alone didn't shape his destiny. His early years were marked by poor health, forcing him to receive education from private tutors rather than traditional schools. Yet this obstacle became his advantage. Removed from rote learning, Babbage devoured mathematics and mechanics at his own pace, cultivating an insatiable curiosity. One of the few joys of his childhood was tinkering with objects: watches, gears, pulleys. He wanted to understand why things moved. This mechanical intuition wasn't just play. It foreshadowed a lifelong obsession with precision, logic, and improvement. By the time he reached Trinity College, Cambridge, Babbage had already read more advanced mathematics than his professors taught. Disappointed, he co-founded the Analytical Society in 1812 to reform British mathematics, introducing continental techniques and modern notation. His frustration with outdated thinking became a recurring theme. Charles Babbage didn't accept systems that didn't evolve, and he made it his mission to transform them. 2. The Dream Machine, Difference Engine, 1820s. After college, Babbage's mind was consumed by one problem: errors in mathematical tables used in navigation, engineering, and astronomy. These tables were essential to daily life, and yet riddled with mistakes due to human calculation. In 1822, Babbage proposed a bold solution to the Royal Society: the difference engine, a mechanical calculator that could automate calculations with total precision. This wasn't a mere slide rule. It was a machine built from thousands of parts, designed to reduce human error to zero. But designing the machine wasn't the biggest challenge. Building it was. Victorian-era engineers lacked the tools needed to fabricate its fine components. To realize his idea, Babbage had to become a pioneer of precision engineering, inventing not just the machine, but the means to construct it. He received government funding, and work began. Yet progress was slow, laborious, and fraught with setbacks. Political pressures, shifting costs, and resistance to new ideas led to its abandonment. The failure stung, but Babbage didn't stop. If anything, it sharpened his vision. 3. Going Beyond, the Analytical Engine, 1837. Disillusioned but undeterred, Babbage took the leap from calculator to computer. In 1837, he conceptualized the analytical engine, a marvel far more complex than the difference engine. It featured a mill to process information like a CPU, a store to hold numbers, memory, punched cards for input/output like programming, conditional control and loops. This was not a mechanical calculator. This was a programmable machine. Decades before Alan Turing, Babbage imagined a world where machines could carry out logical tasks. He saw the future and sketched its architecture with gears and brass. Though the analytical engine was never built, its theoretical design laid the groundwork for modern computing. It inspired future generations, including Ada Lovelace, daughter of the poet Lord Byron, who understood the machine's vast potential. Her notes on the engine, including the world's first computer algorithm, earned her the title of first computer programmer. Their partnership wasn't just intellectual, it was visionary. In a world ruled by steam and steel, they imagined logic as machinery and thoughts encoded into commands. 4. The Philosopher of Industry and Science. Outside computing, Babbage was a Renaissance mind. His book On the Economy of Machinery and Manufactures, 1832, explored industrial efficiency and laid the foundations for operations research and cost accounting, concepts vital to modern manufacturing. He conducted experiments on railway safety, lighthouse signal systems, postal services, and even cowcatchers. Every flaw in the system intrigued him. He didn't want to criticize it. He wanted to improve it, always driven by the belief that intellectual rigor could fix the world's inefficiencies. He was also a philosopher of science, questioning the limits of observation and evidence. As a founder of the Royal Astronomical Society, his passion for measurement and exactitude touched every field he engaged with. 5. Obstacles, criticism, and the loneliness of genius. Yet despite his brilliance, Babbage's life was not one of smooth acclaim. Many of his ideas were misunderstood or dismissed. His perfectionism made collaboration difficult, and his machines were expensive, ambitious, and politically sensitive. His obsessive commitment to accuracy, from machines to morality, alienated colleagues and politicians alike. The very trait that made him a genius made him an outsider. His struggles remind us, brilliance doesn't guarantee acceptance. Sometimes the world isn't ready for revolutionary ideas, and visionaries like Babbage must endure loneliness before legacy. 6. Legacy that transcends time. Charles Babbage died in 1871, having never seen his machines completed. For over a century, he was an enigma, remembered more for failed projects than for transformative ideas. Then, in 1991, the Science Museum in London constructed a working difference engine number 2 from his original drawings. It worked flawlessly. A machine designed in the 19th century had the accuracy and reliability of modern hardware, proving that Babbage had been right all along. Today, his principles live in every computer chip, every programming language, and every algorithm. The architecture of the analytical engine echoes in the design of digital systems we use daily. His story is a reminder that vision is timeless, even if the tools to realize it lag behind. We build on the shoulders of giants, and Charles Babbage is one of those shoulders. Final thought: the power of one thought. Charles Babbage embodies the theme, the power of one thought. One idea that machines can compute changed the world. Not immediately, not easily, but irreversibly. He didn't live to see the machines work, but the world runs on his vision. From the shadows of obscurity, Charles Babbage shaped a future we now call digital. His story isn't just history, it's a reminder that the power of one idea can bend time itself.